Hey guys, so I'm back. I know I've been gone for a while. It all started back in May when I went on vacation to Myrtle Beach, and during that week, I sort of let go of my cut for a little bit. I didn't pig out and I didn't go all out on eating whatever I wanted, but I was in the South, so I enjoyed things like Popeyes, fried chicken, and biscuits. And I went to Ben and Jerry's and had ice cream. I didn't necessarily pig out, but I let myself enjoy my vacation. And for those of you that are on a journey to transforming your body, you have to remember to not only treat your body healthily, but your mind as well. And sometimes when you go on a vacation or you have a holiday, it's good to sort of indulge in the vacation. Now, if you want that ice cream on the beach on that hot sunny day when you almost never go to the beach, have the ice cream. All right, you gotta live a little. All right, it's important to enjoy our vacations. So during that week, I didn't really gain any weight and I didn't really lose any weight. I did a pretty good job of maintaining where I was at. But when I came back, I didn't restart making my videos or doing my posts right away. And then shortly after that, I wrecked my car. And after having wrecked my car, I had to pretty much bike everywhere. And biking everywhere was a huge blessing for the first 3 days. The first 3 days were nice and sunny, and it was great to bike everywhere. The problem was after that it started getting rainy, and it rained pretty much every day, but I still had to bike places, to get groceries, to go to work, whatever. I had to bike everywhere, so that kind of sucked. And for a good 2 weeks I was pretty much biking everywhere, doing over 200 kilometers a week. And then I was very fortunate that my dad decided to help me buy a car. So it took a good couple weeks, but I finally found a new car, and I'm really, really happy with it. It's an awesome car. The mileage is insane. It's super fuel efficient, and compared to I loved my old car, and I'm going to miss it dearly, but it was an 18-year-old car. I mean, a new car is definitely going to drive way better than an old car. All in all, I'm really happy with my car. And I wanted to do this video to talk to you guys about how even though everything had kind of thrown a wrench into my gears, almost literally, I still managed to stay on track mostly. My cut isn't going as fast as I would want it to, but I also have to take into consideration that I've been doing it since January. And since January, I've made a huge difference to my body. I've lost about over 15 pounds. I started at 226.4, as you can see here, and just last week I weighed in at 211.5. So I've lost 15.1 pounds. All right, and that to me is just amazing. Did I do it in 15 weeks? No, I think it's been about 22 or 23 weeks at this point. But what matters to me is that the overall trend has been down at a reasonably fast pace, and I'm going to keep going until I reach 205. My goal weight is 205. I'm almost there. I'm going to keep going to that point, and my goal is to reach it by the end of August. Once I reach that goal, I'm going to maintain my weight for about a month before I start a clean bulk up to 210. And once I reach 210, I'll decide from there what I want to do. So the way I've been able to reach my goals, even though I went on vacation and then I had a lack of transportation for a month and had to figure everything out, it's about priorities. And I made it a priority to keep doing what I was doing. So the fact that I had to bike everywhere meant that I was burning a ridiculous amount of calories every week just in my transportation. So I actually had to accommodate by eating more. I didn't just maintain my calories to keep losing weight, because if I did that, I would most likely be way too tired to work out. And I was feeling that the first week. I didn't adjust anything, and I was getting exhausted. Just absolutely exhausted. Because a good hour bike ride, you'll burn like 800 calories, right? And I was biking like an hour to 2 hours every day. So I needed to adjust my calories accordingly. I decided I wasn't going to let it impact my training, right? Most people will be like, oh man, now I gotta bike 20 kilometers to work or whatever. It's just too much. I'll just do the biking, but I won't do the lifting because I'll be too tired or I'll be too sore or whatever. I didn't change anything about my training. I kept doing my training. I just increased my caloric intake a bit more, and I honestly, in those few weeks where I had to bike everywhere, I decreased my weight by a significant amount. Like I'd been losing about half a pound a week at certain points, and I was back up to like a pound a week by doing all that extra cardio. Now that I have a new car, would I continue biking that much? Hell no, because it was really wreaking havoc on my body. But it made me realize that I do enjoy biking a lot, especially during the summer. So on nice days, I will most likely take my bike over my car, and on top of that, it's going to help me cut more. So the takeaway message I want to give you guys is, well, for one, I'm back, but that's not the important thing. The important thing is you need to understand that priorities are the most important aspect of fitness, okay? People say, I don't have time to work out, I don't have time to meal prep or whatever. Everybody has the same amount of time, but we choose our priorities. And now, I'm kind of biased in saying this because fitness is my passion. I work as a personal trainer, and I'm studying to become a physiotherapist, right? I'm pretty entrenched in the world of fitness. So you can tell I've kind of made it a priority in my life. But if you think, oh, well, I don't have the time to work out because, I have to bike there because I don't have my car, and it's an hour away if I go by bike or whatever, you're setting yourself up for failure, right? And no, it's not reasonable to expect you to take 3-4 hours out of your day to work out, but it really does come down to priorities, right? I didn't make the excuse not to work out just because I was going to be more tired. I decided to eat more. I decided to take more time out of my day to do it. When it really comes down to it, it's about priorities, and you have to decide where your priorities lie, right? If you want to transform your body and you're not willing to put time and effort into that, it's just not going to happen. And there's no magic pill, there's no easy, quick trick to do it, there's no magic trick or technique or training program that's going to make it happen. It's about your priorities. And it's not about motivation, it's about discipline. You have to discipline yourself to keep doing it every day and make sure that you are attaining what you want to attain, right? And speaking of that, I was talking to my boss, and we were discussing my goal weight, and I was talking about how, well, I'm just going to keep cutting until August, and whatever weight I achieve, that's the weight I achieve. And he said, well, what's your goal weight? And I said, well, originally it was 205. And he's like, all right, then don't stop till you get to 205, right? And that's important because I talked about setting priorities and I talked about goal setting, and I myself wasn't trying to achieve my goal. I had changed my goal because it was easier to change my goal, right? So he brought me back and was like, well, your priority originally was to get to 205. So you need to make it a priority to keep going for 205. And so I decided I'm going to scrap the August goal, and my goal is to just get to 205. And once I get to 205, then I'll maintain for a month and then bulk after that. And however long it takes me to get to 205, that's what it takes, okay? So, all in all, I really just wanted to say I'm back. I wanted to give you guys a little talk about priorities and how I was able to stay on track during my sort of hiatus. But I'm back now, and I'm going to be giving you guys a lot of new videos on some really interesting things I've learned in the past month and a half. I went to Toronto and took a course called the Darby Training Systems, Level 1. And it was a really awesome course in movement assessment and correction and all that stuff. So I'll be giving you guys some great tools from that course, from what I've learned. So it's not my knowledge, I didn't invent any of this stuff, but I'll just be sharing that amazing stuff with you guys. So that's about it, and I'll see you guys soon. Have a great day and happy lifting.